Degit is software written by Rich Harris, and he's kind of big in the open source world. He gave us Svelte and Degit and some other stuff, and he is awesome. But he has kind of stopped maintaining this project really, and so I forked it. And essentially, what I did is I took lots of pull requests, merged them in, fixed some my things on my own, and others I just merged. So now this works with main branch by default. I think Rich also might have merged that after February. Yeah, but stuff that has been fixed that might still and probably is not fixed in dgit is that it works with private repos on Windows as well. The help actually works. Git mode is faster. CI is working, as you can tell there. We have that banner, or whatever you call that, and we added support for privately hosted Git repositories, and GitLab now works. So in dgit, GitLab does not work currently. Subdirectories work with Git mode, and subgroups work in GitLab. So yeah, essentially this is the same as dgit, but actually maintained. As you can tell here, also like lots of stuff isn't working. Obviously builds can fail, that's fine. This isn't an indicator that the project is dead, but the fact that Rich is really merging all these 28 pull requests of or looking at all of these issues, that's the issue, and that's why I forked this. We already have 78 started, which is kind of nice, and here it doesn't show who is using it currently, but can we update that? Sometimes it does say there, used by. So if we open this, we can actually see that this is already used by Nuxt. So that's pretty big. I mean, if we go look at Nuxt, they have like 39,000 GitHub stars. A pretty big project. If you don't know what it is, it's server-side rendering for the Vue framework, I think. Stuff like that. It's essentially Next, but for Vue. So on to something more interesting, actually doing some coding, or trying to anyway. All right. So currently I'm trying to fix this. The Git mode doesn't respect Git hash. So here's the example, and they have a hash there, a commit hash, and you should obviously be able to download that, but it doesn't work. And I managed to replicate this bug. So here we ask for a specific hash. This would be apparently for version 2.2.2, but we get 2.8.4, the newest version. So I took it upon myself to fix this, and I've actually done something, as you can see. But what was not working was that our builds were failing. Oh, sorry, this is wrong. Here we go. Right, so our builds are failing, and we're getting permission denied errors. And even though the command has this HTTPS URL instead of the SSH one here. Just a second, running out of battery here. Right, so for some reason, degit or tiged, as this fork is called, for some reason it's putting the SSH URL there, which works fine for me locally. That's why I didn't notice any errors. I made tests for this, but they didn't fail locally, but they're failing here. So what we have to do is, I'm assuming this would work with the HTTPS fine. Instead, it would not need keys. So let's see why it is doing that. Yeah, so that's actually so as you can see here, this is where I put the SSH in, and we don't obviously want that anywhere. That was fine with the old syntax when we're using, if you notice here, if there is no branch given. So this .repo.ref means that there's a branch or a GitHub commit given. But if it's not, then it's using the old one, just git clone depth1 basically. I don't remember what the just the URL is, so we're gonna do some really fun console logging here, which is might not be the most efficient way of doing this. We're gonna do it this way anyway. Right. What is the command that we're running here? Yeah, so what we want is essentially all of that. All of that is good. Copy that. And then gonna build it. Otherwise we're running the old file. That's no good. And then we do node bin.js, and then we copy paste that, and that interesting. Oh, that might need to be in quotation marks, possibly. I'm not sure. Oh, that's interesting. All right. So we get, yeah, just URL. That's fine. That's what we want. So let's open the file again. And what we want is, instead of get.repo.sh, we want get.repo.url. And we want it somewhere else as well. Yes. Here. that should do it. I think we can actually remove our console logs from there. npm run build typo. God damn it. There we go. And then we run the same command as you do. Oh, right. RMRF. What is this? Temp. Let's just do all of that. There we go. Now we should be able to run that. What do we have? N.tmp. Yes, that looks good. Could actually test it. Does this still work with subfolders though? Like if we do this and subdir, that should. Oh wait, right. Need to delete the folder. Right now, if I do that, it works. Fantastic. All right, this is really good. Let's do our RMRF. And then we can actually do npm test and see that our tests are working. Take a sip of my cola. Looks good so far, but this actually tells us nothing because the tests that are related to this are actually running at the very last one. You know what's funny? That this project actually apparently did not have any tests for the Git mode. Like these are literally the first tests running on the Git mode. So it was kind of interesting writing those tests because there it wasn't the old tests you can directly refer to them. They were a bit different. I can't remember exactly. I did today, but I already forgot. It's all in the commits though, so if you want to check that out, go for it. All right, so yeah, all tests pass. Fantastic. This is freaking awesome. I'm so happy. Yeah, we didn't leave any console logs there. I think we can commit and push it to this branch and that should be fine. That should start the tests again. So let's do get status. I always like to use get status nowadays. That's fine. Get commit. What did we put there? I'm really bad at writing commit messages, like always. I'm just gonna put uses URL instead of sh. This is obviously not very descriptive, but I don't care. All right, pushing, good stuff. And look at that, that is fast. It's already doing a new build here. Oh, I just realized this. My face is like over all the text that I'm writing, is it? That would kind of suck. Wait, how do I? This is totally not working for me currently. Like, at least this is an example. Yeah, you can see some of the text I'm writing. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. You know, I'll figure something else out. Maybe I'll keep my face on the top right next time. I have no idea. Is that better? Probably. Oh, whoopsie. There we go. That was scary. So how's our tests doing? What? Why are we failing? I'm gonna refresh this page just in case. No, we're definitely failing. That's complete garbaggio and it sucks. Right. Okay. I think that might be related to the Let's see. Oh no, should I? Is that better? I have no idea. Probably. We're gonna assume that that's good. So test get mode. There we go. So is this actually unnecessary? I know that some shells want that. Some shells don't care about that, escaping that. I don't remember. Bass and ZSH deal with that differently, I think. So apparently that's fine. Maybe. I have no idea. Or is it gonna crash the test? You know what? Actually, let's test this locally first. What I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna select all of this, comment it out because I don't want to run it, and then let's do npm test. Yeah, so at least locally they work. Okay. We're probably good. You're probably good. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. All right. Can we get some new tests going? Gotta say, I really like GitHub Actions. Travis CI was good, and then yeah, I think it got bought by some VC company, and basically, I think they like fired half their staff, and the service just got like complete crap. I remember like my builds or tests or whatever would take forever to run, like sometimes hours. GitHub does it immediately. Like GitHub Actions is just so much better. It's not even funny. So it was kind of annoying migrating here first. This never used Travis, but some of my old projects did. It was annoying to migrate, but still worth it. So apparently tests are passing. I kind of want to see them anyway. I don't know why, but just because, why not? What do they look like? LGTM, I guess. All right, we're definitely gonna merge that, but wait, should I bump up the version? Because that's definitely, tests are passing locally on GitHub Actions. I don't think there's any reason not to publish this as well. Yeah. So basically on some, I'm just gonna call this a fix, even though, is this a feature? Was this ever supposed to exist, or like the original degit? I have no idea, but I guess it's a fix. Oh, you know what? Hey, we need to actually. I always forget this, but we need to actually edit the changelog. we can't just start, you know. Oh, what was that? Did you see Prettier totally updated that? Well, I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna go with that though. So, yeah. What was the original ticket called? Mode gets, yeah. Ability. Yeah, that is my title. That's way better. We'll go with that. There we go. What pull request is this? 34. Yeah, that looks good to me. Data version. Is there anything else we actually need to do? I don't think so. I think that's good. We got tests, we got our version updated, we got our change log updated. Yeah, let's go. Obviously it's gonna run tests again because, you know, it always does when you push into the branch, which is good. But they're gonna pass because there's no actual changes to that. And then I'm probably gonna run npm publish. I'm not gonna do that here now because this is on the computer and I don't actually have my npm credentials here, and so I'm gonna do that off screen. But yeah, so that's how you do bug fixes and shit. I don't know, I don't care, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Bye.